Told me don't come through, but you ain't blocked me. Every time I leave, you still unlock me. Say it's the last time that you fall. Got your hands in my hoodie like you cold. Back again, like we never learned. Crash and burn, then return. You say love, I say maybe, but you still let me call you baby. Told me don't come through, but you ain't blocked me. Every time I leave, you still unlock me. Say it's the last time that you fall. Got your hands on my hoodie like you cold. Back again, like we never learned. Crash and burn, then return. You say love, I say maybe, but you still let me call you baby. Ain't no right, but it feels too good. If I'm wrong, you still understood. I know you love this. You said don't write if it ain't real, but I write best when I conceal. Told you this ain't love, just thrill, but you still read every word I spill. This a lust, a letter, not a foul. Read it slow, I'm gonna
Hello.
all that sweet talk just for fun. You the moon, I'm
Good morning.
this a letter,
Good afternoon.
just enough to
Good evening. I'm Ottome Lulu. I decided on a whim today. I want some house music. I want some garage. I want something that's a vibe, you know? We spend too much of these streams with exciting, high energy music in the background. I want a vibe. We don't get enough of a vibe here.
You said don't write if it ain't real, but I write best.
My heart rate's too high.
Told you this ain't
Anyway, yes, I'm a streamer. I'm doing a good job. I read those chat messages and I went, which one am I going to respond to first? And then instead of responding to any of them, I just went, let's talk about the music. It's yap time, correct. High grave, vibe good. Did you do something controversial, Lulu? Twink, everything I do is controversial. Twink, the fact that I exist is controversial. The fact that I say words on the internet and have opinions is controversial. I don't think I did anything more or less controversial than I normally do. I might be wrong. Who knows? I need to find some good copyright-friendly house, garage, sort of chill electro, EDM, French touch, that area for stream. There's just not enough. I've been looking in the past, and in terms of stuff that's actually a vibe and actually fits in the background of a stream, it's like none. It's so hard to find. And most of it's K-pop, so if you play any of it, you're fucked. Even the stuff that says non-copyright is remixes of something that is very much copyright, so you're fucked if you use it. I am much less famous, you're right. It's definitely not just sort of the natural ebbs and flows of content creation. Oh god, it was Jack's Films that said something like this recently. I think there was a funny from Jack's Films. Fuck, I forgot what it was. There was a really, really good funny. Hi, Eric. How's it going? It was like every time he releases a video about something, he loses subscribers. Was it Jack's Films or was it someone else? Fuck. I've completely forgotten. It was a good bit either way. I am doing pretty good. I went for a walk. I mistimed my meds today. So my heart rate is up, which is great. We love to see that. We're gonna see how it goes. I have a couple of topics for chat today. We have, obviously, Lulu talks about education. But I also want to talk about being active in political spaces. Hi, Kane. Sup right now. Bottle of water. And half of a can of bar cherryade. I'm finally out of bar cherryade. This is the final one. Like a month and a half ago, if not 2 full months ago now, I bought a 24-pack of bar cherryade. It was a good purchase. It was a very good purchase. But finally it's over. I think that's the end of my bar cherryade arc. I did decide on a game to play as well. I decided we're going to play a game that I played as a kid that recently got its 2.0 alpha release called Transcendence, which is a top-down space them up. It's the least roguelike I've ever played. And it... When did it release? Oh god. Let me go to Steam. Let me get a Steam store page. 2015 it was put on Steam. But I know it was around way before then. What if I go to this man's website? First ever Yap stream without RoboQuest? No, we had 2 before RoboQuest, where I played SAC. And other generic things on my screen. Was it 2 or 3? We might have had 3, actually. I think it was. I want to look at when this game was first released. 2003. I thought it was before 2015. Just a little bit before 2015. It's a made by a single man project. And I know it's had input from some community members. I'm not super into it. I played it as a kid and then checked up on it like a week ago. And it turns out that was the exact right time to check up on it. Twink out here intentionally exaggerating, crazy. You'd never do that. No one's ever exaggerated anything before. This is the internet. Nothing gets exaggerated. I can't believe that you're lying to me, Twink. That's crazy. Music is seducing you? That's house music. It should be. I love house music. It's like... Oh my god. Chat. Do you hear that? That's that iconic, punchy UKG bass line. It's so good. Music reminds you of bad times. What, is there like a Megalovania remix? I'm gonna look this up. Megalovania UKG remix. I don't see one. What about house? I see one by Magentium, which has just shy of 300,000 views. Are we gonna listen to Megalovania House remix. Oh god. Holy shit. It's the fat rat. This is just the fat rat. Chat, please tell me you know what I mean. This is actually just the fat rat. They've taken the sample pack that the fat rat used for Unity and made Megalovania with it. What the fuck? Did you hear this? Okay, this is now no longer house. This is legally not house anymore. I respect it, but this is... What genre would you even call this? Oh god. What does the fat rat say that he makes? Because this is definitely the fat rat. Is this just dance? I think this might just be... Is this... It's like almost glitch hop. Maybe this is glitch hop. It's a little bit too airy to be glitch hop though, right? Anyway, that was the end of that. That was great. That was wonderful. I'm glad we got to experience that together. Anyway, back to non-copyright house UKG playlist. That was great. That was a great sidetrack, side tangent. That was definitely the fat right Unity though, right? Or was it one of the other ones? Unity is glitch hop. I think of the right song. Chat, let's listen to Unity by the Fat Rat. Okay, yeah. It was what I thought it was. It's not quite. Oh my god, wait a second. I know this because oh my fucking god, I can't believe this. Literally no one did a remix of Megalovania and a remix of Unity. That's why it's in my brain. Listen to this shit. I forgot this existed. Is this not wonderful? Is this not fantastic? I forgot this was real. This is so much better than whatever that house remix was. I have a playlist somewhere, hidden, of music from this funny skeleton, of funny remixes that people have done of Megalovania, and I need to find that. I don't know where I've left that. Is this not so good? This is wonderful. It's Megalovania. Chat, do you guys know the story of how Toby Fox told Alpharad to go and remake a song? I'm turning that down slightly while I talk. That, you know how Alpharad uses Dating Star as all of his sponsor segments? He asked Toby Fox if he could buy a license to this song. Because, you know, advertisers were like, Jacob Is he a Jacob or a Jason? I think it's a Jacob. It's one of the two. They said, Mr. Alpha Space Rad, do you own the rights to the song that you're using here? And he said, no. And they said, can you please? So he asked, and Mr. Fox himself, the legend, said, no, I will not give you the rights to this song. But everything I used to make this song is in the public domain. I've released the sheet music for it. If you wanted to make it yourself. And so he did. Cave Story Megalovania combo? I don't know about Cave Story. What's Cave Story? I've seen Cave Story. Let me Google that. I've seen those words put next to each other a bunch of times. It's from 2004? Huh. It's an action-adventure Metroidvania made by a single man. No way it's Nicalis. No, okay, I was gonna say, I had a moment there. It's not. Nicalis worked on the port. That makes sense. I was concerned for a second. I was like, what? No, because Nicalis are... What did Nicalis do? Is Nicalis the one that are in charge of the Binding of Isaac now? I think they are. Yeah, they are. Huh. That's a small world. Why do they keep making games? Not making games, doing ports. Because they did Sack Afterbirth in 2016. They did Rebirth in 2014. Does that not just print money? I feel like that game prints money. But they've also done random ports, like the VVVVVV Switch port. And Crystal Crisis for the Nintendo Switch. And I guess they publish stuff too. They published Redout? Huh. No, again, that's the port. That's so weird. Huh. Snail's House is playing now. I can't play people's copyrighted music. I don't mean to do that. I like how we went from we're going to talk about politics to Megalovania. Look. I have ADHD. That is all I have to say about that. What is the current education system, or the current political world, if not Sans? I love Sans. There are very few video game characters that give me the same joy as the funny blue skeleton. He's wonderful. So we were going to talk about politics, and we still are. And education. I'll talk music again. I love music. Sans for president! Oh! I'd vote for Sans. If you vote for Sans, I promise that I will not only lead you to success, but also loot everybody in the vicinity of our destroyed town to fund the rebuilding efforts. I'm a firm believer that when somebody is down, it's best to kick them. And that's the lyrics to Sips Sings. Sips Sings... What was the song called? It's the one where we get Nick Clegg saying Helen on Alan on Joel on Jacqueline, Helen on etc. Is that just called Sips for President? What's it called? Sips Sings. It's called Vote Sips. That's what it's called. Oh my god, chat, have you seen the video of Sips singing It Wasn't Me? With himself? He's so wonderful. I love that man. There's a certain genre of middle-aged streamer man that contains Northern Lion, Sips, but I can't think of anyone else. They're dads. That's like their defining feature. They're actually dads. It's not like MatPat, who's a dad because we grew up with him. It's like Sips, who's a dad because he acts like a dad, you know? Tom Scott's a dad because we grew up with him, not because he's actually a dad. Have you ever thought that Tom Scott might have kids? I think Tom Scott has kids. Actually, I think Tom Scott either has kids or is gay. Because you can't tell. You really can't. Then again, no, I think he's not gay. Chat, I have a hypothesis. Listen to my hypothesis. I don't think Tom Scott could be gay. Because if he was gay, I think he would have come out in solidarity of something. I think he is a moral actor. And he would not let the world go on in a state without saying something if he was gay. But that's a hypothesis. A Tom Scott hypothesis. Thanks for watching. Matt Pat lives rent-free. I'm sorry. I cannot escape him. I think I'd vote for Sans. Just because he's clearly got something that we don't. You know, magical skeleton powers. Chat, would you vote for me if I ran for president? Or prime minister, or any form of government, really? Or am I completely irredeemable? Both of these things seem possible. I have hiccups. Chat, I went into my local chicken shop today. Because I was hungry. And I went, I want to go for a walk and to get food. So I went for a walk. I walked down the street that has... How many chicken shops are on that street? Wait a second. I think it's 4 or 5. It's definitely at least 4. It might be 5. One of them is the best one. So I walked in. I went, what do I want? I wanted an extra hot wrap with loaded fries and a drink. I spent, I think, 10 Great British pounds on this. I then realized that's the same amount that it would cost me for a foot-long Subway sandwich and a drink and a cookie. And bear in mind, I got a whole-ass spicy chicken wrap with all of the salads that I could ever want. Good fucking chicken. And some really good loaded fries. We talking crispy onion, we talking jalapenos, we talking the good spicy sauce. And that's the same amount as a below-average long sandwich. Subway's such a scam. I don't know why I keep buying Subways. What's wrong with me? It's because it's quick and convenient, I think. Chat, don't go to Subway. Don't do it. I don't think I'd vote for you. You'd probably be having an important speech and start talking about Sans in the middle of it. Chat, when I'm elected to office, I will start talking about Sans in the middle of speeches and you won't be able to stop me. I think that'd be really funny. I need a drink. I am dehydrated. I'm gonna prove to you all that I can do it. That I can get elected on the platform of, in the middle of speeches, I will start talking about funny blue skeletons. That's what I want. This would bring me much joy. What am I looking for? Music, because we're running out already. You know what? Let's see. Let me fade this boy out into some of this. Is that a bit punchy? We'll see how it goes. It might be fine. I've not prepared this game. I've not played this game in a long time. I mean, I played a little bit. I played like an hour to get back into it. and remember how to play the game. We will see how this goes. I need to put it in the stream title, actually. That's a little bit grimy, right? How do you feel about that? Chat, do you guys have as specific music tastes as me, or is it just a Lulu problem? Let me put game in stream title. I think this is broadly fine. It's not crazy music, but it'll do. Listen to a thing and enjoy it. That's fair. That's completely fair. My tracking's weird. I need to sort that out. What's the next one in the place? We're gonna see. We'll see how we feel about it. If it improves, if it doesn't get worse, actually, then we'll stick with that. Come on, standard piano stab is not everything. That'll do, that's fine. Funny button time. Spaceship. That's a screensaver, by the way. You can just use it like a screensaver. In fact, I know that there's a download for it just as a screensaver. You know, back from the days when people had those. Did you guys ever have screensavers? I love screensavers. If you just wait for it, then the UI disappears and yeah. You just get to watch endless space battle. I love video games. Most of these music cancel out inside sound and inside silence. Understandable. Go take a spaceship. Oh god. Chat, how do I work out what spaceship I want to fly? I like spaceships. There's a cute one. There's a chonky boy. There's a big man. There's a speedy boy. There's this thing. And there's that. Out SiIvagunner. This game has plot. I promise it's not relevant. At least for the stream. I recommend this game, by the way. I'll put the link to this. I'll put the link in the description. Let me... Whoops. In fact, I might actually just put it in chat. And then pin it. That's much better. Spaceships, you fly them. That's a bit loud. We will just be using it as background while we talk about stuff, because I need something to do with my brain. Oh, no. That sounds that's gonna get in the way of my brain. How do you feel? That's a lot of sounds. It's like a lot of sounds. Very sci-fi sounds, though. We like sci-fi sounds. Half the time you forget music's playing. I would be uncomfortable if music stopped playing. I think my brain would run. I don't quite know why. Maybe it's the ADHD or something. Or just the unwillingness to be quiet. Ow, fuck it, thank you. Yeah, there's just something inside of me. It's like, Lulu, you must be listening to something. Otherwise your brain is not busy. Then again, no, I don't think it's music. I think that it's about stimulation. Yeah, stimulation, right? But it feels wrong if nothing's happening. I think that might be our segue into education, because that's how I feel in the classroom, right? That I'm great if someone's telling me something or teaching, or I've been tasked to do something specific. But I cannot stand when people just say, Lulu, you're gonna go and do something on your own. What do you mean? What do you mean do something? This is independent study time. Study what? What do you want me to do? You want me to sit in fucking silence? In a room full of people with a teacher? With a lecturer? With a trainer? You want me to be silent? Why am I here? You know? I don't get it. Chat, I really don't. As someone with... Lulu learns how to speak English again. For the 5th time today. As someone with ADHD, you hate the silence and need some noise. Yes. But silence bad. Why is silence bad, though? I feel like it's not actually silence bad. I know I said that a minute ago, but... it might just be a focus thing. That you can focus better when there's the right amount of sound. It keeps certain bits of your brain busy, is probably what's going on, right? That my brain is doing the things it needs to with the bits that do them, but the other bits need to be kept happy, otherwise they're gonna scream at me. You know? Lily tries to work out what she's doing in the video game. Find person, give me mission. Chat, how do we feel about the sort of chatting vibe of games that we've been doing recently? Because I've been trying to, like specifically trying to play games in a way that is just background, right? That you don't need to understand the game to enjoy the watching. You don't need to... you don't come here for the game, right? At least I don't think people do. So... the way that I play games on stream is kind of similar to how I play them in my own time. With the exception of something like Minecraft, where I'll talk through it and explain all these things, etc. Whereas right here, I'm just playing a spaceship. Like in Warframe, I'll just shoot things. Or grind a resource, or whatever. Fish. And yap about junk. Is that the vibe? Is that what we're aiming for? I feel like it is. But I could be completely off the mark with that. I don't know. It's gonna be focused up to a point. Sometimes you need to pause the music to focus. Yeah, I don't think it's ever one size fits all, as with all things in life. That there are reasons to do and reasons not to do, and it doesn't really matter which one. It just matters that you know which one you're supposed to be doing right now for you. You know? I think that's just a life thing, that at no point should it matter what you're actually doing, as long as you're doing the right thing for yourself. It's a little bit existential, but I think that's right. Yeah, sometimes I'll be at work and I'll go, I wish everyone would walk away forever so that I can just put some headphones on and lock the fuck in. But sometimes I don't want that at all. Need some kind of noise to help you focus, not only music, but also just background noise works. If you're in silence doing nothing, your ears ring and it gets hard to focus. Oh, tinnitus. Is it like medical tinnitus, or is it just the natural... I think we all have a level, right? But I have proper medical tinnitus. I have damaged my eardrum at some point. I don't think I ever worked out how, but it was damaged. And so I have a baseline of tinnitus. but I think everyone has some. If it's bad enough, I'd recommend speaking to a GP about it, because there are things that they can do. I think music helps when you're reading info, but silence helps when you respond to said info. I wonder if there's something to be said about quadrants of the brain and how different areas respond to different stimuli. Because that might have something to do with that. This is way beyond my area of expertise though, so I couldn't say anything for certain. All I know is that if things are silent, I don't like it. Silent's bad. Especially in a classroom. Honestly, not just in a classroom, in any environment when people want you to do things. Or be useful in any way. If there's silence, how do I be useful? I go stir crazy and explode. That's the answer. That's how we be useful. Pain. Missiles. Some missiles. You do sell missiles. Wonderful. Give me like 20. Drink. Chat, what level of education do you guys have? Because I never know if I never know anything about people, right? I am blind to a few things in life. I am age blind. I couldn't tell you if someone is 10 or 100. It's not quite that bad, but genuinely, once someone hits about 30, I can no longer tell you if they're 30 or 60. I can tell you if someone is a whole-ass child about 75% of the time. But that's the best I can do for any age group. If someone between the ages of, let's say 5 and 15 came up to me, I wouldn't be able to tell you where they are on that spectrum. And the same goes for education. That I have no clue how educated the average person is. I think that's a statistic you could look up, actually. Let me look that up. Average level of education in the UK. The average level of education among adults is around level 2, which is your GCSEs, high school diploma, etc. That's crazy. That doesn't feel right. Oh, it probably is right, because it's only recently that it's mandatory to stay in school. I'd actually forgotten about that. But relatively recently, probably like a decade ago, at this point. Wait a second. Wait, fuck. That's not recent. Is it, chat? Oh, fuck. Chat, I'm a hag. I'm not gonna recover from that one. Oh god. I left school like not a decade ago. Not that bad. Like regular school, almost 8 years ago now. What the actual fuck? It was not that long ago. Hags are in demand, this is true. I'm not quite hag though, is the problem. I don't have that sort of Giga Amelie Marine level hag. Anywhere near that, in fact. But I'm no spring chicken. You do have a certain amount of hag energy. I can't fucking believe this. In what way? Oh no. Chat, don't do this to me. Chat, please. Chat, I'm not old. I'm 17 second season. Shit. Chat, I'm old. Fuck. I'm gonna be awake at night thinking about this. About the fact that I'm old. Once you get past the denial stage, it gets easier. I can't believe I'm old. What the fuck? How do I recover from this? I'm gonna die to these stupid ass brown things. Everything's fine, turn around. I took part in a study the other day about education. It's why it was on my brain. I did an interview. And oh my god. I'm old. Never gonna recover. That's it for me. Why there's still enemies? No! Stop. These poor dudes. Never understood people's aversion to being called or implied old. I don't think it's actually the age that matters. I think it's the associations that come with being old. That if you're old, you're out of touch, or your bones don't work properly, or all these things, rather than just physically being old. You know? At least I think that's what it is. That's awful. I don't want any of that. What about this? Actually, no, I'm stupid. I need this first. Give me one of these. Thank you, game. Lulu works out what she's doing. Nice. Yeah, being old, it's strange. Because I'm not old. But I'm not a babe. I have life experience. I work a job. All these things that... Lily tries to trick us into thinking she's not old. Not trick, just sort of... try and understand what old means. Because I don't think I really understand at this point what that means. What do you do about this? Yeah, I think it's just sort of the connotations rather than actually the number on a piece of paper. And it reminds you of certain things about yourself. Like for me, it reminds me of the chronic being single problem that I have. The fact that I've reached the year of our Lord 2025 and had a single meaningful relationship. But we all know why that is, right? That's not for lack of anything. That's because I have things. The word's problems. It's interesting. And you get such a different view on everything as you age, right? That my view of the world is so different to the me of 3 years ago, of 1 year ago, of 10 years ago. I think it's better. But that's just because I'm here. I think that if you asked the me of the time, I would have told you, no, I'm better. You know? And maybe not. Actually, think about the me of the time. She might have thought it, though. Thoughts for your mind. Many of them. It's weird, because I don't have a lot of care about age in myself, right? But the big thing for me with aging is the thought of you can't be a content creator forever. Not everyone is Northern Lion. You reach a certain age, and then certain things about you stop being appealing. Especially as a woman. And it becomes more and more difficult to have an audience. I guess, yeah, that's my main thing. But then, yeah, you look at people like Marine, you look at people like Amelie, you look at people like... I don't know. I'm trying to think of any sort of IRL streamers that are middle-aged women as opposed to young women. How old's Pokimane now? Because she's not new to streaming. Let me look that up. Pokimane. She's 29. And she's still going strong. But she's not going to be streaming forever, right? What's a better example? What's an example of someone that was streaming and now isn't? Because you see a lot of Matt Pats and Jack's Films and Mumbo Jumbos and all of those who... Whoops, I just had everything illegal in my cargo hold stolen. Damn laws. But... Can everyone do that? They just sort of go and retire, and they do their passion. But that's only because the YouTube made them enough money to retire, right? To retire by the age of 30, the age of 40. And nowhere near, like less than 10% of people are going to have that much money. I think less than 5%, it might even be a single percent, right? Of YouTubers ever get enough money to retire at that age. To stop the streaming and, as Ludwig put it, open a bakery. So... what does everyone else do? Because I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what other streamers would do. I've got no clue. I'm trying to think of streamers that have retired. But there's not a huge number. Really, is there? It feels like streaming and YouTube is such a young... what's the word? Industry, that people don't do that yet. But we've got Tom Scott, who just made enough money and then retired. And actually he's coming back because you can't get rid of it, because you love it. You don't do something like this because it makes money, you do it because you love doing it. So... So you don't retire, right? I don't know. That's very future Lulu problem, though. Even then, just because something's a future Lulu problem doesn't mean that I don't secretly worry about it. How do you guys deal with thinking about the future like that? In a sort of analytical way. Because from an emotional perspective, I can quite easily just go, it will be alright. Because it will, right? Broadly speaking, as people, everything will turn out alright. You can work a 9 to 5. Even if it never works out with the whole streaming thing, I can go and work for company for however many years. Nothing's stopping me, right? I could have a reasonably successful career. But the actual nitty-gritty of doing something that you love for as long as you can, that's the weird bit. Many thoughts for your mind. Wait, that's sick. Give me this. That's silk junk. If. Wait, am I stupid? Is that even better? I don't think it is. Fuck. I'm stupid. Just tend to not think about that kind of stuff until it's actionable. Well, the thing is, most of the stuff that you do is stuff that you can impact. You can prepare for things. That... I think about these things because I would like to prepare for them. I'm not just doing the bare minimum wage job until streaming works out, because statistically less than 100% of people succeed. And it'll make it easier to succeed if I have a better job, right? That you have more money and you have more options to do things as a result. So... it's a weird one. I'm still not 100% on where I am. Maybe I'll never be 100% on where I am, you know? Maybe not one time will we work out. I think that's part of being an adult though, right? That so much of being an adult is pretending you have some idea of what you're doing, and secretly having no idea what you're doing. Oh well, even if you have no idea, or well, some idea, you still never have the full picture. You still have to work out junk sometimes. I have no missiles, I can't kill that thing. Whoops. Let's just, go buy some missiles. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Shut up. That's a lot of missiles. It's like a lot. All of those. I have missiles now. I don't know what I'd be doing if I wasn't streaming though. That it is just such a passion. It's just... to quote myself from before, I want to change the world, not by literally changing the world, but by affecting a little corner of it. And then that little corner slowly gets bigger and bigger. And streaming is how you do that, right? That's one of the best ways possible. And I just love it. I just love talking to people and talking at people and talking about things and being like a little bit parasocial, but we all know that it's a little bit parasocial, so it's fine. At least I think we do. I hope we do. I really hope you guys understand streams and streamers and all that stuff, because I am way too parasocial with myself. I get so invested in streaming. I wouldn't call it unhealthy, I'm not worried, but it's a lot. It's so weird. This is almost, I say almost, this is definitely sort of my first experience, because I didn't grow up with social media. I was saying to Papa Lulu today that I'm sort of the beginning of Gen Z, but just enough that instead of growing up with an iPad and social media, I grew up with a laptop. That I got my first mobile phone at like 14 or something, and it wasn't a huge deal to me. Which I think is so different to the experience of the average child or young person today. I couldn't imagine being a child in that kind of environment, where it's expected that you share everything on social media and you'll be judged on it constantly. That must be such an awful pressure. It's already a reasonably bad pressure as a streamer to tie your self-worth to numbers on a screen, to a subscriber count, or to views, or to watch time. That the thing that keeps me sane is how that's not all of that, you know? That it's the fact that I'm making a difference and sharing it with people, and it doesn't actually matter how big or small this little corner of the world is, it matters that it's here, and that I'm the reason it's here. But when, as part of the normal social contracts of living in a world, they expect you to share all this stuff on social media, that sounds awful. Like, genuinely awful. I would like to not die. I don't know how you deal with that. Ow. I lived. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. What a world social media is. That I can't even see the positives. Genuinely. That a lot of people will defend it and go, oh, I like being on Facebook. I like being on Twitter. I like being on Instagram. I like being on Snapchat. Social media of choice. I've exploded. But I don't get it. Genuinely. We need better armor. You saw this goddamn system. Where are the positives? Maybe it's just that I have a particularly unique experience, but I don't think it's that unique. It's a little bit unique. Social media is one of the worst creations of humanity. I don't think so. I don't think worst is a word that you could ever use for social media. I think that you could look at stuff like the atomic bomb and Cyclone B and racism, you know, as actually some of the worst creations of humanity. I think it's one of the most damaging ones. But there are upsides, right? It does connect people. There's a sense of community that wouldn't be there otherwise. So you have to give it some credit. I can't say that there's nothing there. But I don't think you can even say it's one of. I think that there are so many genuinely awful things that are world-changing in a exclusively negative way. Where there are no redeeming factors. Certain schools of thought, certain... like bioweapons, for example. There's no upside to sarin. No one's like, damn, the world was a really bad place until we invented sarin gas. My god, I'm gonna die to this stupid-ass thing again. Whereas social media does bring people together. It does give people, at the very least, the illusion of, if not actually, community. And at the end of the day, it's what lets people like me do this. It creates spaces for people to connect in very, very good and productive ways. World-changing ways. But if you're not specifically creating or consuming content made specifically to be content by people who are doing it like me as content rather than as essentially oversharing, that feels very difficult. It can be very judgmental very quickly. I don't know. It's not my world, so other people might think of it very differently. But I struggle to see anything good about it from that point of view. It's weird. This whole world's very weird, though. Let's be honest. Why are there two dudes? We've got missiles! Stupid thing. I missed. Lulu learns how to aim, thank fuck. You good? Yeah. Where would we be without social media, though? We'd be so physically fractured. We're very spiritually fractured, I think, at the moment. As a species. Everyone's got very strong opinions about things and aren't particularly willing to change them or think about other things. And that definitely is a social media problem, right? It's about sensationalism and media and the fact that it's all about money. But at the same time, there is so much value in the ability to spread messages and change lives, or even, you know, the whole world. Echo chambers. Yeah, echo chambers are real. There's nothing that we can do about that except notice when we're in one and account for that. You can never avoid them, I don't think. I think that you'll always end up in them. But you've just got to know how to exist within them. Which is weird, right? That they feel like inherently worthless and negative things. But there is a time and a place, I think, for being in a space where you will be supported unconditionally with an opinion or an issue or whatever. But I feel like there just must be a better way. it's probably because of how siloed everything is. That social media is designed so that you only see what you want to see. And you won't even be exposed to the other side. Whereas in a real life scenario, of course you'll be exposed to things that you don't like. That's the world. We live in it. We've never left it. You know? I guess let's drink. Drink. I love water. It's the best one. I've been really subdued for the last couple of days. I'm not sure if it's because I'm still recovering from last week, or because there's something, like, wrong. I'm just tired. Who's responsible for this? Who did this? Chat, has one of you put a creature that tires me out in my life? I wouldn't be surprised if someone had. That feels like something that could be real. I can't prove that. Oh, thanks, Twink, for owning up to that. I'm glad someone did. I need to work out how to stream suboptimally. That you can never be at 100%. And I need to work out what a good stream looks like even when I'm not 100%. No. I think a lot of the time I have done that fine. It's about flavors of 100%. That right now it's raw energy. How the fuck do I fix that? Hat, can you do that sentence again? I don't understand that sentence. I don't get it. PFP, that makes sense. I understand it now. You didn't look hard enough. Understandable. Something about the devil in the details. There's some magic in there. You can work it out. I can't. You can, though. I believe in you. Bruh. Thank you. At least it wasn't cursed Elmo this time. Oh my god. Chat, there are 2 cursed Elmos that I've seen recently. One of them is the absolute classic Michael Reeves facial detection? Nah, I prefer racial detection. You know the one. But the other one is... yeah, that's a huge improvement. Today I got linked a video of an Elmo having too much current run into it. And oh boy, did it look awful. I'll see if I can find the video. I think I know where it was posted. Thought the dark parts were hair, not a background. Yes. That's a whole person. Yeah, just be aware, if you're gonna put lots of bolts into an elbow toy, be ready for the noises it's gonna make. Just gonna say that out loud. Just in case you know, weren't ready for the noises that it could make. There are many it could make. What is this? Nothing. Nice. Maybe it is hair to have really large blue hair. I can't believe that Twink is woke. That's crazy. Twink's a blue-haired lesbian with some agenda. I don't know. What agenda do they think of being spread at the moment. I want to use that. Thank you, game. I think it's so weird that people think that your average person has the power to push an agenda and really change anything with that. Isn't that insane? There are people that really believe that, you know, lesbian McLesface can change the world by being a lesbian and dyeing her hair blue. And that that's somehow gonna damage the world that they live in. Isn't that crazy? Do you think it's like insanity? It's because they lie to themselves, isn't it? That's the real answer. It's not wanting to face the truth of the world that they live in and the fact that they might be wrong, isn't it? It's nothing to do with actually what's possible or even plausible. I actually got drunk in it. No, not really. Fuck. My insides have hiccups in them though. God damn. Ugh. Excuse me, sir. Can you perish? Thank you very much. Drink. How do people get into politics? What do you actually do? I feel like I've said this before. That I know, right? How? You just kind of join a local political party, and then you do stuff with them. But I don't know how that ends up with you, like, becoming an MP, you know? How does it go from John and his mates with the Lib Dems to John gets elected to Parliament? That feels like such a large leap. An almost impossibly large one as well. Maybe I'm just insane, and maybe that is a reasonable leap. I don't know. Thanks, John, by the way, for appearing in this conversation. Which John is that? Do you think it's John Coltrane again? I feel like most Johns are secretly John Coltrane. That's a good Lulu quote. I like this one. Do I even want an upgrade? Probably. Yeah. I do. John Doe. Maybe it's John Doe. I don't know who that is, though. Who's John Doe, and why does he keep finding deer? Specifically female deer. It seems kind of cringe. Give me this. Thank you. And the fact that people can turn politics into a whole career seems weird to me, right? That you can get paid for that. I mean, of course you have to, but it just seems strange. Seems like one of those things that you just do. But at some point it does become a whole job. Why don't I just sell? We may never know. Yes, I do know what it means. I meant... I was making a joke about it, don't worry. Oh, I am... stiff. All of my joints are stiff, apparently. I'm old. We've worked this out now. I can't believe I'm old. That's insane. What do you even sell? Nothing. Okay. You don't really I know. I'm aware. Is that mansplaining? Oh my god. I don't think it is, but you let people know you know things. Because a lot of the time, especially on stream, I've noticed that people will just explain things that I already know. Not you, Hat. Everyone. Literally everyone does that. Whenever I'm playing any sort of game or having any kind of conversation where knowledge is involved, which is most of the time, people will explain things and think that you don't know by default. But obviously they can't know that you do know. So how do you create an environment where people know that you know? That's a weird sentence. I'll like this sentence. Bruh. That's an interesting thought, though. I actually don't know the solution. Like, at all. Because you can't just say that you're an expert on everything, because you're not. There's something to be said about jack of all trades here. I don't know exactly where it fits, but that's kind of the topic. I don't know. That's a lot of thoughts. It's the opposite of the no thoughts. It's the many thoughts brain mush. That's the one. It's a cat. Cat with big head. Give me this. Thank you. I can sell illegal things now. BRB gonna go break the law. Chat, don't break the law. Don't do it. If you need any reason to not break the law, it's because it's really, really inconvenient when you get arrested for things. So don't break the law. Don't get arrested for things. You don't want to get arrested for things. Your life would be so irritating if you got arrested for something. It's expensive too. Have you seen how much money they put bail at? It's crazy money. I mean, you get it back when you turn up at court, but it's still insane. I wouldn't want to pay that. How are you gonna pay rent? How are you gonna buy food? Fucking £100,000. No way. You're not getting my £100,000. I don't have £100,000 spare. If I did, it's mine. Don't know how to solve it. Just kind of use a term. Then if they ask what it is or what it means, then explain. Well, that's not what happened there, though. Is it? It's that I made a joke about it, and then that was misconstrued as Lulu needs an explanation. Ow. I need better armor, fuck you. That's pretty good. Yeah. Lulu makes a decision. Become slow. But successful. I love slow but successful. There are some phrases like that that just live rent-free in my head. That one is from Sword of the Stars, which is... It's almost like a precursor to a Stellaris or a Sins of a Solar Empire or something like that. It's a turn-based space death 'em up, where you play as Empire of some alien. And that particular audio clip is from one of the alien species when they complete a research slowly. Over budget's the phrase. Lulu forgets about the phrase over budget. Nice one, Lulu. How do you not die? Ah! I speak English. I don't forget words regularly. What do you mean? I've never forgotten a word before. I'm gonna get so fucked up by those chefs. I'll be fine. Hit the thing. Thank you. Ow. Maybe it's not all fine. Ah! I was right, it's fine. Huh. Well, it's not just you, right? It's not a hat problem, because it happens with a lot of people. So... And it's not even just about jokes. It's that we'll be talking about something, and then someone will feel the need to tell me what it is. So... It might just be a streamer problem. Where people just, by default, assume that a streamer doesn't know what something is. I don't know. Maybe it sort of plays into that streamer stupid porn VTuber thing. Because a lot of streamers either are a little bit kooky or play it up because it's funny, right? Where they have no clue, or they act as if they have no clue on something or whatever. Thoughts for your mind, once again. Where does thoughts for your mind come from? I think that's Nerd Cubed. I think it is. It's gonna be from one of his early IRL videos, I think. Shut up, fuel low, I have fuel, it's hair. Don't at me. I brought gasoline. Hi group. Things are doing very well. How are you? I don't want any of this junk. That's a lie, I want a microwave launcher. Can I get a microwave launcher here? No. Fuck. Never mind. Just trying to have nice things and live my best life. Getting told no at every possible conjecture. Oh well. Had dinner? What did group have for dinner? What was dinner in the group household? In the 666... Sorry, 555 household. I keep saying 666. Chat, I've got a funny, and I don't know if I can say it. I'm gonna say it. It was a Jewish doctor. Do you think that's what went through his head when he said that? He went, I've got something funny to say. I don't know if I can say it. And then he said it anyway. I feel like that's not far off what actually happened. No, what I was gonna say is recently when I've been making passwords that I have to remember for like meaningless things. Not anything important. My important passwords are all generated by password managers and stuff. I don't know any of those. But I had to do... What was it for? I had to sign up for something for work. And I was gonna have to log into it from another couple of machines. So I knew immediately that I couldn't use an auto-generated password. And I went, what's the easiest thing to remember? I know. Racist dog whistles. I had to put numbers on the end of a password because it said you have to have numbers. So I put some bad ones on the end. Because I'm not going to forget those ones. Those are really important to remember. You know, so that when you see them, you can go, that's a bad one. This person is a bad one. Let's not experience this person. And I thought it was really funny. Your important passwords are all secretly generated by Twink. Oh god. I can't believe this. Twink's gonna get into my... I don't know, what's a funny account? Chat, what's a funny account? OnlyFans is funny. I don't have one of those though. I guess people do have OnlyFans passwords. It's a thought I'd not thought about before. She's just lying. Chat, if I was doing OnlyFans, I wouldn't be here. Well, not here. I wouldn't be working, like, my 9 to 5. That would be paying for that. No way do I have time to do an OnlyFans and a 9 to 5 and stream. That'd be awful. It's bad enough doing a 9 to 5 and streaming. Imagine also having to market an OnlyFans. How do you know that your OnlyFans isn't your 9 to 5? Oh my god. Chat, new content idea. If any of you are sex workers, you don't have to tell me, but if any of you are, I think you should start doing... Where is the refueling station? Where did it go? I think you should start doing... Oh god, what was the funny? Lulu, you had a funny. You had a really good funny and it's gone now. Like spreadsheets and stuff. I think that'd be really funny. But you do reports and make presentations, but as part of being a sex worker. I think it's a really, really funny idea. Where am I going? I guess I'll just kill people. You don't use it for making content? Can you do that? What do you do on OnlyFans if you're not doing that? Like, actually, what do you do? Chat, I don't want you guys to, like, out yourselves, but if any of you have experience, I need to know what it is. What does the average person that doesn't make content on OnlyFans do on OnlyFans? Just, like, look at people? It's like saying you're a YouTuber but you only watch videos. Yeah! Actually, chat, what do people that pay for people's OnlyFans do? Is it just like a paid prescription to watch naked ladies exist? Or is it... I don't know. Is it just like going to Mia Khalifa's yellow YouTube site and becoming a YouTube member? Is that what that is? I don't get it. Goon, but expensive version. But like... You can just Google titties. Chat, do they not know that you can Google the word titties and see titties? Do they not know that? You can... Google's free. You don't pay for it. And if you don't like Google, you can use like DuckDuckGo. That one's also free. Or you can use Bing. That's free too. And you just type in the word titties and then they appear on your screen. And you can type in more words. You can go like big titties, or small titties, or anime titties, or... And there's so much of it. I think there's more titties added to the internet than you could ever see. That's crazy to me that they think they can run out of titties. Do they know that half the people in the world have titties? They can go outside. Chat, do they know they can go outside and like talk to people and form meaningful relationships and bonds and then maybe see some titties as a result? I don't know if they know. Chat, do you think they know? I don't think they know. That's kind of concerning. How do they not know? We live in a society. Do you have a... No. Chat, all I want in my life is a better launcher. That's all I want. The game is not giving me one. I don't ask for a lot. Imagine being able to claim you saw every titty on the internet. That would be a hell of an achievement. How would you even do that? I don't think you could. I think that's physically impossible, right? There's no way you could. There's the missile launcher. Give me that. Thank you. My life is better. Hi, Trinity. I'm doing very well. How are you doing? We're talking about titties. Every time I see the word titties, I think of the clip of Ify Nwadiwe saying, "Give us the book with the titties in it." Every time. I love that man so much. Goddamn. I need a new gun. What's my current gun? Bad. Need money. Need missiles to earn money. You sell me missiles. You do sell me missiles. Give me like 300 missiles. Thank you. Playing Metaphor? What's Metaphor? Is that the not Persona one? I need to not die to this. How do I not die to this? Like this. Gaming. That was stressful. Metaphor, Eufantasia, and yes, it's the not Persona one. It's not Persona, guys. It isn't. It really isn't, I promise. Nothing similar at all. It's by the same people, right? It's Atlas. I think. It looks the same, so it must be, right? It has to be. There's no universe where it isn't them. Oh my god, I don't want to die this stupid-ass thing. Please perish. Thank you. So stressful. I'm so squishy. I need a shield. Itty bitty titty committee. There are some timeless phrases. That is one of them. Do others make good games? Do people like the games? Or do they just like the anime titties and the writing? Because I didn't like Persona 3. I tried to like Persona 3. I played like 4 hours of Persona 3 when it got its remake. I really tried. I just couldn't get behind the gameplay at all. And the story wasn't good enough to make up for that. It's more like a mix of Persona and SMT. It has Persona style with the calendar and social links. Vibe and gameplay is more SMT. I did like SMT... Oh god, was it 4 or 5? Which is the one on the Switch? It's the one before that one that I played the fuck out of. That game is really good. You die, you die, you perish, you perish, you perish. Come on, die, 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 die. Thank you. Ah! 5? So 6 was the one on Switch then? Or was 5 the one on Switch? I'm gonna look this up. No, 5's the Switch one. I own that one. No, it was 4. 4 I played the fuck out of. 4 was really good. But... I just got stuck on... SMT5. Not in terms of stuck couldn't continue, but stuck in... playing more of that. I played an amount, and then... it just didn't capture me enough to keep me playing. I don't remember why. Because the gameplay was fantastic. Genuinely. I think that SMT has some of the more unique gameplay in sort of the RPG creature collector space. Because it is, right? It's a creature collector game. Featuring demons. I don't know. Yeah, the Persona games never had any pull on me at all. But I liked... What did I like about them? Wasn't a huge fan of the art style. I think they might just be a bit edgy. Just like a little bit teenage boy. You know? That's fine. Because I feel like everyone that likes Persona... First off, likes Persona 5, as opposed to liking Persona. But then, by extension, were relatively young when they played Persona 5. Because it's not new anymore, right? And new fans aren't older people. They are new young people that are first getting into the franchise. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong, but... it just doesn't feel very... adult. It feels like it's pretending to be very adult, but really it's just sort of power fantasy for... Did I say the male gaze? No, that's not the vibe, but you know what I mean, right? Will admit, Persona elitist, take pride that you played Persona before 5, and there's a clear divide between those who started with 5 and those who didn't. I think that would have gone away if they released more games. That was a Fire Emblem problem. And that happened again with Fire Emblem. That first, it was people that played Awakening, and everyone was like, oh my god, you're an Awakening baby? That's crazy. I bet you only like it for the waifus. And then... Crows, apparently. The Crows want to say hi to stream. Hello, the Crows, I love you. And then the same happened with... Three Houses, but that brought a bunch of people into Fire Emblem. And everyone was like, oh my god, you only like it for the waifus. Awakening was so much better. And I feel like the same thing would have happened with Persona. I've gone through the wrong Stargate. It's a very Japanese game. In the same way that a lot of anime is not mass market appeal, I think you're right. It's very open about themes that we're not very open about in the West, and very closed off about themes that we're very open about in the West. You know, like, you'd be hard-pressed to find a Western game where one of the main plot points is that your PE teacher's a nonce, right? But you'd also be very hard-pressed to find a Japanese game. I don't know, Lulu, think of an example. Lulu, think of an example. Lulu, think of a great example. Lulu, come on. I don't know. Just like real gritty stuff you don't see very often in the Japanese video game market. You see it in anime a lot, but sort of realistic, gritty, there is no upside here. That's a very Western thing. Whereas in Japan you get a lot of glorifying the thing that would normally be gritty. Not that you don't get that in the West, but I think that we're more willing to admit that some things aren't sunshine and rainbows. Look at the depiction of the military in Call of Duty, as opposed to in EDF, right? I know it's a completely different genre, but... or like Metal Slug, or... what else? What other Japanese games are focused around, like, actual militaries? God damn, I do not know enough about normal-ass military games. I think that's a good thing, actually. I'm not gonna change that. Persona 3 and 4 had more easily understandable global appeal. Everyone deals with death and dying, what's talked about in 3, and 4 is about loving yourself for who you are. Yeah. That's fair. I'm still really quite turned off by the art style. I think it's just a little bit grotesque. It's the same reason that I never watched any of JoJo's. That the art style, it's just a little bit grotesque. Intentionally so, I think. But it definitely fits a little bit too far into the uncanny valley for me. Yeah, art's each to their own. I'm not judging anyone for liking it. Just explaining what doesn't bring joy to me. Thoughts for my mind. As always. Plonk. Come here. Bite me. Thank you. I need a better gun. I have an awful gun. Ugh. Huh. Persona is grotesque. You can put that on record. Lulu doesn't like the Persona games because they're grotesque. Is that not a great quote? Take that one out of context and get me cancelled, could be funny. Find a brigade. Tell them my favourite streamer says that your game is bad. Which isn't true, by the way. I've not said any of that, but people would believe it. I should not invite that kind of thing, because people will do it. Someone will come across that at the wrong time in their life and just go, actually, yes, I will spread this and share it with my friends who like, and they will become very angry. That's just how the internet works. We'll see. At least it's not K-pop fans. I can't say anything bad about K-pop because I do actually like K-pop. I think K-pop's really good. It's unfortunate. But at some point, I just realized that K-pop was pretty good. And then my life was different. I didn't become like a rabid fan or anything, but, you know. I can already see the thumbnail with Lulu on a black background with big red words saying she's done. Oh god. If you enjoyed SMT or Persona, do you recommend Metaphor? Feel that the characters are much better compared to the other two games since they have a smaller cast, meaning each one's better. Well, my biggest thing in any RPG is customizability and team composition. It does become the gameplay stuff very quickly, for me. The reason that I love SMT so much is because of how varied you can make a team. You can play essentially however you want. Build your team with just angels. Do it now. And then you can find the synergies that affect angels. The fucking Anton Nasser. It is. What's he doing there? God damn. Give me a rice. Thank you. Yeah, it's strange to think about, but if that sort of raw party-based RPG gameplay isn't there for me, I really struggled to get into it. Also, it's a complete immediate turn-off for me if the game is real-time as opposed to turn-based as a party-based RPG. That I want to build a team that does the thing I want them to do and not have to rely on an AI to make that team work. I think there are systems that can make it work, stuff like a Xenoblade. Xenoblade does it really, really well, where you do your bit and the team does their bit, and they always do. But that's because of the lack of customization, I think. That there's not a huge amount of variance, so they can make the AI very streamlined and very good. Whereas something like a Final Fantasy, where you can have one of 100 skills, and it's turn-based. So each turn, your teammates will do one of... No, it's not turn-based. It's like faux turn-based. So each turn, your teammates will do one of 4 things that you told them to do, which might be the right one, might be the completely fucking wrong one. Then that feels very weird. It's what we were saying yesterday about... Yesterday, the day before? One of the two. About how I liked Final Fantasy X more than I did any of the other ones. Because that is the turn-based one. Also, hot take, I think the active turn battle is not a great mechanic. I think it was a great mechanic when it was originally released. You know, Final Fantasy. But after that one, I think they probably should have moved on and either embraced being a proper real-time game or being turn-based. Menuing at speed is never fun. I hate menuing at speed. Why would you do this? Or having to pause to menu, and it's a real-time game, but you make it into your own turn-based thing, and it doesn't flow properly. That's what it is. It's that... I've said this on stream before. God damn. It's knowing what makes a game fun, and knowing what optimal play looks like, and making sure that those two things are the same thing. That when you're playing a game, you always want to play as optimally as possible, right? And so, oftentimes, you will play in a way that's less fun because it's more optimal. Which is weird, but it happens all the time. Yeah, Trinity, you're welcome to put classes in the Discord. He's not on Game Pass. I think it is, right? I think I've seen it on Game Pass. Walking ad for good games. You're just like me. I do that all the time. I just go, actually, I think that you would enjoy, because everyone would. And the answer is Hollow Knight, by the way. That's the game that everyone would enjoy and should play. There are 2 games that I will recommend to anybody. One of them is Expedition 33. The other one is Hollow Knight. They are the 2 games that you should play. You should play them. Go and play them. Why haven't you played them? There is no excuse. Go play the video games. I think there's something to be said about some of the more casual flavors of games, too. You could probably say what I just said about something like Mario Odyssey. But I think there are some people that just wouldn't get the joy out of that. Whereas everybody will get the full joy out of Hollow Knight. If you manage to find someone that doesn't love Hollow Knight, I would be very impressed. As long as they like, you know, nice things. Rather than just, I don't know, want to live in a cave with no electricity, and no light, and no food, and no water. Happy for Silksong existing? I don't know what's happening. They keep saying words, and I've stopped paying attention to them because I know that it's just going to come out one day and I'm going to play it. I'm not concerned about when it is. I'm just going to, at some point, have my chat explode and go, oh my god, Lulu, did you see that Silksong finally has a release date? And then I'm going to find out. And then we'll play it. There are other things that we've done that with. I can't remember what, though. Fuck. I'm really trying to think. Was it Doom? No, it wasn't Doom. That's true, Hollow Knight is brutal if you don't get good at it. Papa Lulu had that problem. Papa Lulu never beat Hollow Knight. Because he actually played Hollow Knight before me. But apparently he just got stuck somewhere and then never finished it. I don't know why. I don't know what you get stuck on is the problem. Maybe I'm just built different. But at no point did I feel like anything was impossible. It was only, I am just currently not good enough to do that. I'm going to mash my face against it until I'm good enough to do that. Or, we need to go somewhere else because I'm missing a thing. And then we went and got the thing. Because the really cool thing about Hollow Knight is that there was always like 4 or 5 different paths to walk down. Constantly. There was never a time when we had exactly one place to go. Except for right at the end. When we'd done everything. It's weird. That's also not actually true. That right at the end we didn't even do everything, we just did 99.5% of things or something. I don't remember what our completion percentage was. Hollow Knight like 120% as a game or something? I feel like we might have been at 100 and something. It felt very good either way. What was this thing about? Oh yes, I found the thought. I had a thought about optimal gaming and enjoyable gaming, and how they have to mesh together, otherwise the game's not fun. And the example of that I was going to use was... Oh god, which Final Fantasy was that? Oh no. Brain. 10-2. No, that's a bad example. Fuck. Actually, no, I'm gonna use Dragon Age. Chat, I don't like Dragon Age. I'm gonna say it. I don't think the gameplay in Dragon Age games is good. I have no want to play any of them. I played some of both Origins and Inquisition, and turn-based, party-based combat where you can switch between them at will is bad. Because of that optimization problem. That to play optimally, you have to pause the game every time you tell them to do anything. And then you have to tell someone else to do something. And then you just pause the game again. And then you have to tell someone else to do something. And then pause the game again. And then repeat until everyone has their one move to do. And then they do it. And then you do it again. Gameplay kind of mid, okay. And then the small amount of Pathfinder Kingmaker that I played felt quite similar. I don't know if that's completely true. I didn't play enough of it. But it felt like it. Some people get stuck on False Knight while others beat NKG on the second try. Damn. It didn't take me that many to beat regular NKG, did it? It wasn't that bad. I don't remember. Group, you were there. How long did it take me to beat NKG properly? Just the normal fight. Because I don't remember. At all. Genuinely struggle. Took an amount of time. Okay, but like lots of time or a little bit of time? I don't want to rewatch the VOD. That's all I'm saying. There are things that I do want to do and things that I don't want to do. And trawl through all of my Hollow Knight VODs to find the original NKG victory is not one of... That's not the place, Lily. Why are you going there? Go here. God damn it. I think you're pretty quick. That makes sense. I love that game though. Absolutely loved it. I still think it's a little bit of a shame that... Oh wait, there's... Wrong place. It's a little bit of a shame that the ending was so grindy that it flipped on a dime from this explore them up to boss fight, 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 boss fight. And that wasn't fantastic. But other than that, 10 out of 10 game. Where's the Stargate? It's a great question. How do I to work out where the Stargate is. Show me where the Stargate is. No. Damn. I'm taking a drink. I'm thirsty. Right, it's enemies. Can't believe this. I've run out of missiles. I liked having missiles. Fuck. Oh well. Chat, I need to share with you. This missile launcher is my favorite missile launcher in any space game. I think that every game should have one of these. Rapid fire, dumbfire missile. As a concept, brings me such joy, and you don't see it anywhere near enough. Just absolutely dumping those motherfuckers out. See what happens. You're going that right. You must be. I know you're going here. Fuck. How do I leave this place? I guess I'll do this. I was never gonna find that. That was worth it. To disagree, the boss rush is optional post-game content. I don't think anything like that is optional. I think that just putting it there is inviting that to happen. Now, if it was a separate mode, if you selected it from the main menu, that would feel very optional. But because it fits so neatly in the game, and it's so expected that you'll find it and do it, I don't think you could ever call it any less or more optional than any other of the optional things in that game, which is most of it. It's about as optional, I would say, as the quote-unquote true ending, where you dream nail the night. I'd call that about as optional as doing Pantheon 5. Maybe slightly less, but still completely optional. And that's weird. Hollow Knight is great even if you don't do the true ending. Yeah, I think the game is great. I think that as long as you see an ending, the game is great. But I don't think there's any difference between seeing a true ending of a game and doing Pantheon 5. Might just be a Lulu hot take. I have been known for those, but I'm gonna stick to it. I think it's a good take. Or at least a valid take. Chat, stop evaluating your takes as good or bad and start evaluating them as valid or invalid. Because that's all that actually matters. That if you genuinely believe it and have reason to believe it, that's a valid take. I don't see what this thing is. Damn. God, imagine disagreeing on the internet. Couldn't be me. I've never disagreed with anything. Nothing goes wrong. There are no governments that abuse their power. There are no billionaires. End of sentence. Billionaires aren't real. They're like the Queen of England. I love there is no Queen of England. There is no Easter Bunny. What's the full quote? Oh god. It's there is no Tooth Fairy, there is no Easter Bunny, and there is no Queen of England. There we go. Megamind was such a good movie. Genuinely. Fantastic movie. And I don't think people realize that. I think that everyone should go and rewatch Megamind. Chat, what the fuck do you want from members-only streams? What do you actually want? Chat, what do you want? Chat, I don't know what you want. Chat, tell me what you want. What you really, really want. Because I thought about it. Watch Together streams are fucking awful. Who wants to sit there as I watch something in mostly silence? Because I'm not going to interrupt them. Imagine talking during a movie. How shitty that is. You guys are watching a movie. I'm not going to interrupt you. Borga. That would be a good trade. Take chat to work, day stream. Oh god. I work from home about 4 days a week. You can do that. That's so funny. If I picked a day when I didn't have any meetings on, that would not be impossible. I wouldn't do that, because that would be very bad in terms of, first off, morals. And second off, adhering to codes of conduct. And maybe even laws, because I deal with people's sensitive data. So, actual laws could be broken if I did that. So I will not be doing that. But it would be possible. I think it's very funny. Nothing's stopping me. Only the laws. And, you know, the risk of being fired. I don't think you can actually be... I know this. Most of the time, an individual is not responsible for data breach stuff like that. I deal with people's personal data. Another strike in the column of 9 to 5 being OnlyFans. What do you mean? Like names and addresses? What do you mean? Does that mean that when you pay a woman to show you her titties, she finds out your full government name and your address and stuff? That'd be so funny. Hi, welcome to my OnlyFans. The first thing you're gonna have to do is give me your full name, address, date of birth, last 3 addresses, name of your first pet, the street you grew up on, your favorite teacher, all the numbers on the front and the back of your credit card. Pretty sure you have... Oh my god, I might actually have yours from when you donated. That's very true. Chat, do I have to GDPR for streaming? Wait a second. No fucking way. I do, don't I? Fuck. I have to do a GDPR risk assessment on myself. Fuck. That's so fucking stupid. Lulu, does your stream make up %50 of British GDP? I don't think my stream makes 0.00001% of British GDP. I think that my stream... Overall, I can tell you actually, I know the number off the top of my head, because I checked today, I was doing my finances, and I decided to put my stream finances in the same folder as my regular finances. And it's £126 is what my streams made me so far. Fun fact, if you were curious. Oh my god, QB, that's all the numbers. Groups even knew all the numbers. What are you going to do with this information? That's crazy. I don't know what I'd do with all the information. Where's this goddamn Stargate? Like, excuse me. I don't have anything to sell you. Damn. I'm using this. Again, I was not finding that. Jesus Christ. Moving up in the world, getting the ultra wealthy tax break. I need to register Otome Lulu Corp as a company. Because then I can start writing off video games for tax breaks. And I think that'd be so funny. Oh my god, chat, I could write off the $50 Falcon skin as a tax break. That's really funny. I bet other streamers have done that. I bet they have. I bet you can buy so many things in games for that. Wait a second. That's crazy. Then you have to do all the bookkeeping and bureaucracy related to running a company. Well, I'm only £870 away from having to do that anyway. But once you hit 1,000 in donations, you have to do that. You have to register as either a sole trader or a company, both of them taking about the same amount of effort. And both of them giving me the ability to write off the $50 Falcon skin as a tax, as a work expense. I like this idea. I think it's very funny. It's fine, I don't make anywhere near that money yet. I think that might change when I do memberships. Wish I was rich enough to donate 1,000 and pick the most inopportune time for you. Oh my god. I would die. That's even my goal on coffee, by the way. I didn't know what to set as my goal on coffee when we hit the shit my entire ass goal. I did in fact shit my entire ass, by the way. But I then went, this is the amount of money that I will start having to tell the government that I made money on. I think that's a pretty good one. Chat, you didn't answer what you want from memberships, other than Borga. I cannot give you Borga. Like, do you want games where we play stream together? Do we want... I don't know. I actually don't. Because I thought about watch together streams, but I think they're awful. I tried to think about doing them and how that would work, because I've got some just favorite pieces of media that I think we could all enjoy. But I don't think that... I don't know what the joy would be there. You could just watch them anyway. I'm not adding anything to the Sonic fan dubs. The fuck can I say about Memphis, Tennessee? That's already one of the best jokes of all time. How can I make that better? I can't. I physically cannot. And it would be nothing but the ultimate hubris to believe that I could even slightly improve the Snapcube fan dubs. So, how do people do watch together streams? I've watched watch together streams back when I... I'm doxing myself by doing that. Not enough. Back when Zia Cornelia was still around. One of my favorite VTubers of all time. It's a shame she had to leave. She did watch together streams as part of the members thing. I watched a few of those. They were very good. I don't know how they were very good though. I don't know what I would do to make mine good. Lily just streams Aha. Yes, Aha, thanks, Creep. Plastered on a PNG of a burger. I think that's better than some actual streams on this platform. If you've ever scrolled past a stream on Shorts, you know what I mean. You've seen them. Grown-ass man making noises. Please tell me you've seen them. Chat, please tell me you've seen them. I've seen, I think, 2 of them. I can't explain it in any more words than that they are grown-ass men making noises. And apparently that makes them enough money to keep doing it. God, I wish I had no morals. God, I wish I didn't give a shit. God, I wish I cared more about money than I do about doing something meaningful. That'd be so simple. Just dress up as fucking Elsa from Frozen and pretend to be pregnant. You know? I think you should ban that, actually. But, you know what I mean? There are so many ways to make money doing stuff like that. I have too much dignity. Yes, it is in fact below me to make noises at a camera for 6 hours to entertain children. The noises I make entertain children and adults, I'll have you know. Don't worry, chat. I have enough self-awareness to understand. I know what I'm saying. Just gonna put that on the table. Stupid. I do this how many hours a week? Isn't that crazy? It's coming up on a full year now. Lulu, you should check the Noise Guy's channel. Why? Because I'm gonna see 500 million subscribers. I mean, yeah. They've all got millions. Multiple millions of subscribers. I think if you added up the subscriber counts of those 2 dudes that I mentioned, you would get more than the combined subscriber count of VTubers. All VTubers. Change his content a little. I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm assuming there are many. Like, many. Because, you know, you can make infinite content for children, they don't care. They see the man make noises on the screen, and they laugh at it. And if it's a different man make the same noises, they don't care because they are single digit. You know? That their prefrontal cortex hasn't even begun to form, let alone finish forming. Mine hasn't finished forming. The prefrontal cortex finishes forming at like 27 or something. One of the very big ones went sane. What do you mean by this? What's this in English? Went sane. I'm gonna look up the only one that I can remember the name of. Let me see. The one that I was thinking of looks exactly the way that I remember seeing him. And is doing the exact same content. At least if the thumbnail and names of all those videos are real. That's exactly the same thing that he was doing back when I was in the trenches of YouTube Shorts. Chat, if there's one thing I can recommend for you today, it's to not consume any YouTube Shorts. If you consume any number that's above 0, you should stop that. I recommend it. If you're thinking at any point, I should go watch some YouTube, no, you should. You don't want to watch YouTube Shorts. You don't want to watch Instagram Reels. You don't want to watch TikToks. You don't want to watch Vines. You don't want to watch videos on Musical.ly. You don't want to watch... Doesn't Yellow YouTube have them now? What's the Yellow YouTube one called? I feel like they have those. I feel like I spoke to a friend about that a while ago. They said, did you know Yellow YouTube has the thing? And then I looked, and then they do. I don't want to open up Yellow YouTube on stream. It might make noises. The toilet seat guy? That was the other one. It's normal. No way. What if YouTube Shorts have a funny girl singing German car brand songs? I'm sure you can find that outside of YouTube Shorts and not have your brain turned into whatever flavor of mince is being served in the cafeteria today. That's a lot of enemy ship detected. Okay. Let me just explode. Thanks, game. So many. Can there not be? I can't aim. I can't believe that toilet seat guy's normal now. Yellow YouTube midstream's a crazy idea. That's why we're not doing it. Shorts is actually pretty for cooking content. Yeah, when I was stuck in the trenches, a lot of what I would get was cooking. But you can actually just watch those creators is the thing. That any creator that I found doing anything interesting on Shorts, I just followed outside of Shorts. And they release better stuff outside of Shorts because they release all of it rather than just like little bits of it. And they're very good. I think there's this weird sort of inability for me to shoot. There's this weird thing of... It's almost a paradigm. Disparity between how I as a content creator view Shorts and how I as a person view Shorts. That as a content creator, I see them as nothing but a way to grow a YouTube channel, find a larger audience, and bring them into your mainstream content. But as a person, I see them as this... Well, doom scrolling. We all know about doom scrolling and how pointless and time-wasty and potentially actually damaging they can be. Which is weird, because when my streamer hat's on, none of that's in my brain. And it's just like, oh yeah, you just upload Shorts. I would never think badly of anyone that uploads Shorts, because they do it for content reasons, because they make good content, because they want to grow their channel, or they actually want to make content which is vertical and fits within however many seconds a short is, what, 104 or something. But the mechanism through which it's delivered is bad. Get a lot of Gundam content in Shorts. Interesting. I've never really consumed any Gundam content or content like that. I'm assuming you mean Gunpla rather than just like clips from a show. Because you can just go and watch a show at that point. I don't get watching clips from a show generally, really. You could just actually watch it. Stuff like lore. Oh, so sort of short form people talking about universe lore stuff. That's cool. But again, similar to what I said a minute ago, those people probably make completely good content outside of Shorts. That they probably just make good videos. And you could watch those. weird. I'm gonna break everything. I didn't break everything. Let's fucking go. Why would you watch a show if you can just watch segmented and put out of order instead? You right. You are completely right. I should have checked myself before I wrecked myself, honestly. That would have been so much better. Fun fact, the key... What's the word? The sequence of keys that you press to get a mission from that station is orca. Like the whale. And I think that's very funny. I have nothing more to say. I'm gonna take a drink. Chat, when are we working tomorrow? Am I in a building tomorrow? I don't remember. Chat, what am I doing tomorrow? You guys know my schedule. You guys know my work calendar. You have access to that stuff. Am I in a building tomorrow? Or am I at home tomorrow? I don't remember what I'm doing. I feel like it's a little bit important. Just a tiny bit. There's a cooking guy that does old videos. Old videos? Old recipes. Okay. That's cool. I feel like I might be in a building tomorrow. I wouldn't have scheduled myself to be in a building on a Monday, would I? I hate having to turn up to an office. Then again... I don't remember what I do. He's the only reason you opened TikTok for when he dipped from YouTube for a while. Why would anyone dip from YouTube and go to TikTok? Of all the platforms you could end up on. Actually, I know that TikTok gives you a ton more money per view than YouTube does. Let's do TikTok CPM. So the CPM on TikTok is about £6. YouTube short CPM is 5 cents. I feel like something's slightly wrong. But one of the sources that I've just looked up is wrong, because that can't be right. That's not correct. If you only make shorts, TikTok's a good platform. I don't know. That's like saying if you only live stream, Twitch is a good platform. And I only live stream. I'm not on Twitch. Maybe someone knows something that I don't about TikTok, and it's actually secretly fine and great and wonderful. But I've gained no good knowledge about TikTok. Just medium or bad. Especially as sort of that doom scrolling thing. Purely looking at the numbers, Twitch is a good platform for streaming. Okay, but purely looking at the numbers, so's OnlyFans. I don't... Does OnlyFans have streams? Fansly. I know Fansly has streams. I know this because I know that Cinder got her titties out on stream. That's how I know this. Okay, see you around Trinity. Have a good one. Thank you for coming. Right, no more. things. My brain just turned off. I was trying to work out if I'd still be streaming. I don't know when we're going to stop streaming today. I might go until 10. I don't know, I need to like prep for work tomorrow is the problem. And have reasonable bedtime and all that junk. God, I hate taking care of myself. Why do I have to do this? Imagine having not only a 9 to 5 and having to take care of yourself for that, but streaming and having to take care of yourself for that. Because I could do my 9 to 5 fucked. I could do my 9 to 5 drunk. I could do my 9 to 5 tired. I could do my 9 to 5 physically ill. And I don't give a shit. Because they gon' pay me either way. I want you guys to enjoy this. I can't stream when I have illnesses. I can't stream when I'm so tired that I could nod off partway through stream. I need to take care of myself to be a streamer. That's insane. You sell? No, you don't. Damn it. Can't believe this. I still need weapon upgrades. I've been greatly ignoring that. That is my own fault, though. Chat, I feel like all those stories... Lulu have seen other streamers? Well, yeah, and that's why I'm not doing that. I'm not Asmongold. I don't want to be like Asmongold. I actually have a huge amount of respect for Asmongold because he's gotten better. At least some amount of better. He went, yeah, no, I'm fucked. And went, I should change some things. And he started to change things, and I respect that. But, having said that, I don't want to be in the position where I have to go, oh shit, everything's fucked. I need to start taking care of myself. I need to take care of myself and stream, not either way around. It's such a shame. I wish I'd started streaming while I was in uni. Because I had so much more time. The problem was I was a poor student and I didn't have the money to buy a PC. So I wouldn't have been able to stream and be happy with that. I guess it's just lose-lose though. That's how these things work. Uni was so weird. How the fuck did I live on that little money? I went and looked. I was curious the other day, probably a couple of weeks ago now, about the idea of studying again and finishing some qualification, right? Outside of work. You gotta live on like 15k a year. No, less than that, wait a second. No, I did the maths on it. If you get the maximum amount of student finance, you get like 9.8 thousand to live on. Which is offset by the fact that most people go back to live with their parents over the summer. So that's like 3 or 4 months where they're not paying shit. But my parents don't love me, chat. That's crazy. I don't know how people do that. That's so little money. For a full year. Wait, no, actually, let me do maths. Let me think. 'Cause If you do September to June... No, it's not even June, is it? Let's call it the end of April, right? So then you've got to live for May, June, July. Which means that 9 months on... That's like 1.1k a month. That does do it. That is alright. That keeps you alive. It's not good. I guess it's technically good enough. All you have to do is pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Oh fuck, you're right. That would do it. That would solve the cost of living crisis. Isn't it crazy that people believe that? Isn't it crazy that there are people that have a belief system which lets them think that you can just get over that? And you can just win? Isn't that insane? What the fuck is wrong with people? I don't understand people. I really don't. We live in an interesting world. In an interesting time. Around interesting people. I'm gonna lose this fight. Holy shit, he died. I didn't think that would work. That was like 100 missiles in that man's face. I'm not complaining. God damn. I love this game. It's a vibe, isn't it? How are we feeling about random Transcendence gameplay in the background? It's, I think, just chill enough. I was thinking about it. And there's not a lot of pressure. And there's a lot of downtime where we just fly places. And it's chill. But there's enough going on screen at any given time that you've got something to watch, right? I don't know if people are... It's a Yap game. There is, like, stuff that we could be reading. This game has a world, and there are stories going on and stuff, but I'm not engaging with them on purpose. Van. Yes, I agree. I don't know what Vox is talking about, but Van. Can confirm. Chat, help. Chat, what does this mean? How do I decipher this? Chat, this is a dog whistle. What is this? This is gonna be with me until the end of time. When people say things that I don't understand, I very quickly get stuck. Then I need to know what they mean, and then I'll never know what they mean. The van lore is real. I guess. I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to look that up. Actively Google something. Wait. Let me... Control F this. Holy shit, chat, I found it! I fucking knew it! I'm so fucking good at this. You know when you just get a sense. You understand and you know things. I'm so fucking proud. So, this is gonna be a learning experience for everybody. So, what I was just saying about dog whistles. Holy shit, I'm fucking proud. So van comes from transit van. Guess which slur that is. Guess which slur you would use. Or you would replace with transit van. Holy shit! You can't get that shit past me. I know what a dog whistle sounds like, goddammit. They think I don't know. The balls you have to just drop dog whistles like that and expect people to not know what a dog whistle is. That's crazy. I gotta say, I am very impressed that I got that as quickly as I did. That was pretty good. Never tell me that I am not good at noticing when things are a little bit sus. There was an Urban Dictionary definition. Interesting. But yeah, it also was like a little bit of an awkward Google search. I had to do a what's it called? Brain. What's the word? Quotation mark. But I did get it. That's impressive, though. That's one I'd never heard before as well, so that means that that's an up-to-date person. That's the person who really believes shit. That's not someone just coming out with shit. Oh my god. Urban Dictionary described it as a shorthand for virgin-ass N-word. Yeah, not good enough. I don't think that's right. I think that someone at Urbsion doesn't know what they're talking about. And that's a shame. I don't get the point of that either, right? That if you dislike someone, or you dislike what they are or who they are or something, what do you gain by just going in their chat, dropping a dog whistle, and leaving? Are they like scouting the chat for other people that agree with them? I don't get it. It's like the being toxic thing, but to the nth degree, because if you're using a dog whistle, then the idea is that the person's not gonna know. And their mods aren't gonna know. And their community's not gonna know. It's a dog whistle, it's for certain people, it's not for them. I don't get it. That's another one that's going in the list, by the way. In the mental list of all the dog whistles that I have in my head. All they do is get more pissed off because any halfway decent creator will just ban them and not be affected. Yeah. There are ways to hurt people's feelings. And teaching them a new dog whistle is not one of them. Right? Even if I wasn't completely prepared to face far worse than that. Did I deal with stuff in real fucking life, right? I deal with threats to my actual safety in real life. So, the word van is not anything. Been a while, which one of you left? Woman has one myself. We found a new dog whistle. We found a new one. Spazzy, did you hear? Did you hear? Someone came in and used one. You got a new one. I'm so excited. New dog whistle. Babe, wake up! New dog whistle just dropped. You know what a dog whistle is, right? If you're a Nazi, you put 1488 in your bio, and then all the other Nazis know that you're a Nazi, right? And this man came in and dropped the word van in chat. Just van. Why do you do that? Why do you do this? And the answer, I looked it up. Just van, is that it's short for transit van. And guess which slur you would replace with the word transit van? Guess which one it would be? I bet you can't. That's very funny, isn't it? That's really good. I know! It's like Cockney rhyming slang. It's actually like Cockney rhyming slang. That's so funny. Please get a van. I don't want a van. They're fucking large and not very fuel efficient. I don't need that shit. That's so funny though. I will be the ultimate racist. I will know all of the dog whistles so that everyone thinks I'm a racist. And then I'll say it. And then everyone's gonna think I'm a racist. And then actually, no, I just found out that all of you are racist though. That backfires though if my plans start working out, people start knowing about more dog whistles. Because then I'm just gonna find out the people that I've taught dog whistles. Adding a picture of a van to the corner would be very funny. Lulu, you colored friends, right? What do you mean? What's this in English? Help. Oh yeah, I have in fact got black friends. I have in fact got Asian friends. The joke is that I can pretend to be a racist. I don't know if you got this, but funnily enough, the woman that spends a lot of time talking about the negatives of racism is not a racist. It's really hard to believe, I know, that, you know, what's an example, chat? What did I say yesterday about racism? In fact, I know I literally said earlier on in the stream that racism is one of the worst things that we've ever created. But I am a racist, that's important. We're gonna misconstrue that one. Exactly what a racist would say. Fuck, you're right! I have black friends. They're the good ones. Chat, I will never forget a meeting I was in, maybe 2 months ago. We were talking about people with lived experience and the things that people will say in public and giving examples of the things that we've heard in real life. And it just got worse and worse as we were talking. It started off with like the easy ones, and I can't even think of any examples, but the one that stuck with me is when I said, "You're one of the good ones," is one that I've heard. And the look on the face of the woman chairing this meeting was so funny. Everyone burst out laughing because we all understood how absurd it is that that shit really happens. Want fries now? Get fries. No one can stop you. You're an adult. Walk into a place with racist people I know and shout, hide your stuff, I'm about to steal. It's the meme. It's the I think I'm about to steal meme. I know this one. I'm cultured. I promise. I know memes. I'm funny. That's a big man. I need more missiles before we go to the next system. Oh, this weapon's beautiful. Wow. Where do I get more missiles? Oh god. Die. Thank you. I had fries today. I had loaded fries. I'm gonna say it. I think that fries are overrated. Broadly speaking, I don't understand fries. I think that there are just far better carbohydrates to put in your body. Tastier. Ones that are less dry. Ones that are... I don't know, what's another good thing that you can... Good thing that you can say about other carbohydrates? I don't even think that fries are the tastiest form of potato. I think that they lose to hash browns. I think that they lose to a good baked potato. I think that they lose to... What else would it do with a potato? Vodka. I think just actual fried potato. Where you do various cool things with the fried potato. You don't need to cut them into chip shapes. Just fry them. Like, spiral them. Think they never had good fries? That's a lie. Everyone says that McDonald's makes the good fries, and they've had McDonald's fries. They're completely fine. They're not crazy. Hi, Formy. How's it going? Oh, Formy, you're one of the good ones. You need to know a new dog whistle that I've learned. You need to know van. Formy, if I said van and the word dog whistle in the same sentence, what do you think it means? What do you think it means? What do you think it means? If it could mean anything at all. If someone came and just raw dog dropped the word van in my chat, what would you think it meant? If it could mean anything. What would you think it meant? Which word? Or set of words or whatever. A car. Sick. Cool. What if you knew it was a bad thing? That someone was insulting someone by saying it? What would you think they were saying? I need to know. I don't have shit to sell. What is in my inventory then? It's the fjords. You have no idea at all? Damn. Well, for me, if I said it was transit van, shortened down, then I think you could start piecing together which word they were trying to not say out loud. Oh, yeah. That's pretty bad, isn't it? So we learned that one today. That's not good. Correct. Actually, I say that. I love learning new dog whistles. I love them so much. I will collect them all. You can't stop me. I become more powerful every time someone uses another dog whistle in my vicinity. One day I'll know them all. Then I'll be unstoppable. Where are we going? Oh, back there. Drink. You done? Yeah, you're done. Where was I going? Karen. That's where I was going. Lulu actually just forgets what she's fucking doing. Again. Chat, I'm legally reminded, I keep saying that. Legally required to remind you to press funny buttons. It's the law. I'm sorry. Did not expect to receive such knowledge instantly. Sorry for me, it just happened. And then I felt the need to share. It's an important one. I win this, right? You win this one. Chat, this is a no-win scenario, by the way. This is one of those you're supposed to lose. Losing the cutscene. Can we win? I think you might be able to win. I trust me. I'm good at video games. Where are the big dudes? Where are they? I hear it. There's the fucker. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Oh. Five. Is that it? Did I win? I think I won. That's really funny. I love winning things in games that you're not supposed to win. It's like, yeah, this is a forced loss here. No, it's not. No, I'd win. I can't think of many of those. What other forced losses have I won in games? Because there are some, right? I feel like there's one in Final Fantasy X. There's one that you're intended to lose, but you can win intentionally. Which is the Chocobo Eater on the Mi'ihen High Road. But I think that's it. I'm gonna look this up. Video game forced losses you can win. Bruh, it's just Marvel Rivals. And Marvel Rivals forced loss problem. That's not null. Fucking excuse me, what are these dudes doing here? No. I didn't sign up for this. I think they didn't sign up for include these fuckers. I'm not dying to these. No way. I need to kill that building, because otherwise they're gonna keep spawning. Shit. I think these ships are spawning them too. There's one in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. Pretty good. You hear a lot about Assassin's Creed. Because people clearly like them. Oh, fuck. Whoops. This game is fun. I love this game. I heard that the Assassin's Creed pirate game's pretty good, actually. That it's one of the better pirate games. There's a fight in Yakuza Kiwami that you're intended to lose that's winnable. The closest ones in my head are bosses in Fire Emblem games that you're supposed to ignore and complete the objective instead. But that doesn't quite count, because you're still meant to win those missions. I'm really trying to think now. things are so tanky. Jesus Christ. Die. Thank you. They don't drop any loot, do they? That's actually a sick piece of armor. Never mind, I want that. Where are the other ones? Oh no, there's... Okay, there's just the ones. I thought I was a big man for a second. There's one at the start of one of the Dark Souls games. I'm really trying to think. Video game fights you're supposed to lose. Let's see. I've not played any of those games, they don't count. What about these ones? I don't know any of these ones. Jetstream Sam! Oh my god. I love Jetstream Sam. What if I search supposed to lose but can win? Let's see. So Chrono Trigger. The first was, it's Demon Souls. Yeah, so Demon Souls has a fight you're not supposed to win. Oh, Neptunia has a bunch. That's what I was missing. I've done a few of those that you're supposed to lose, but you can win. There's one in Bloodborne. Yeah, there's the Final Fantasy X one. In fact, there are two in Final Fantasy X. You're not supposed to win the Blitzball tournament, but you can. What is this? I don't know what this is. I guess we'll find out. Bruh. Can you not? I'm trying to live my life. All the thoughts are gone now. I had thoughts. They've all left me. That man's stealing my loot. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask... There's two of them. I'm gonna have to murder this dude now. You did this to yourself. Die. Come on. You spun too far. Keep spinning. Ugh. Cunt. There we go. He didn't have much loot. Damn. I think this game's really cool. You have to... You have armor faces, and enemies have armor faces, and you have to break the specific face. Otherwise, they just tank. There we go. That's what I was trying to do that first time. Okay, this one also has basically nothing. Damn. My guy died for nothing. Skill issue. We've just run out of BGM. I'm glad I checked. What's next? I don't know what's next. Oh god, I've left myself drifting. What's music? Help. How do I... What's music? How do you... There's enemies on my screen. Let's not die these enemies. I need to fix my BGM problem. I keep coming up against this. Okay, that's great. You've started that partway through a song. Let's not have that. Let's do this. A Lulu sing stream? Maybe one day. Today is not that day. 2025 might not be that year. But maybe. For me, I can't believe that you're mistreating group and not saying hi. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. Can't believe you do this. Damn. It's shit-ass loot. Never mind, it's a slam cannon. That's free money. You don't need to apologize. You just need to accept that that's a mistake you made. I can't help you in it anymore. Let the Ultimate Lulu channel community down. No forming. You've let yourself down. Stupid. Settle my junk. Can I buy better missiles yet? I would really like some better missiles. Something that shoots enemies and they die, rather than, you know, doesn't. Ah, that's the wrong place. I don't have any illegals, fuck. I can't believe this. I don't want this, sweetie. We might have to call stream, because I have to be a normal human being tomorrow. That's really sad. I hate ending stream. I wish I could stream forever. I have no fuel. Let me fix that. Yeah, I need to... like... make dinner and... get back into a normal sleep schedule, because I've had a full week of fucked sleep. A whole week at this point. This is not good. If you couldn't tell, I like having good sleep. Girl dinner. Unfortunately, not girl dinner. By the way, when I say fucked sleep, it's completely reasonable for a normal person. I want to put that out there. Dear, no, you turned up just thinking about ending stream, fuck. Hi dear, how are you? How's it going? How's life? How's the wife and kids? I can't believe this has happened. I feel bad now. I was gonna feel bad anyway. It's fine. Like I was saying, I always feel bad about ending stream. There's always someone that wants to watch the stream. You guys are fantastic, by the way. Guess I have to keep going. Fuck, you right. I'll buy 4 pieces of medium Mark 1 Omps Gamma then. It's even better. It's better with the shield, if I can buy the shield. If I find a shield, I'll come back. Damn. I guess we still stream. Chat, what's a funny thing we can talk about for the rest of the stream? You get complete creative control. It can't be anything we've already talked about, though. That's the one caveat. Who knows what's gonna end up being? I no longer have any control over this. So, Deer says cows. Cows are pretty cool. A solid 8 out of 10 animal. I gotta respect that. Graves says pancakes. I haven't had a pancake in so long. I've run out of missiles. That's pretty bad. was the last time I had pancakes? I never make pancakes. I don't like American pancakes. I think that American pancakes are weird. That's not a pancake. That's some weird thing that you created. Like a cake. The magic of pancakes is that they're thin and they're relatively low calorie because there's not a lot there. So you can fill them with whatever you want and be happy about it. Real good pancakes are much more like crepes. Yeah. That's a classic British pancake. Well, I guess French. And then we stole it. I don't drink a lot of milk. I don't see a lot of reason to drink milk. It's not a fantastic taste. It's fine. But it doesn't bring me a lot of joy. Poland also has crepe-style pancakes. What do we even have? I'm trying to sell a digital wrist computer, that's what I'm trying to sell. I just had the same moment about 4 times in a row, that was awful. Give me this. Give me... missiles. That's what I need. I forgot. I have missiles now. Life is better. Milk with pancakes. Also, apparently there's like 0.003 picograms of estrogen in milk. So, you got... I know about this. Because... was it an H Bomber Guy video? Or was that just soy? Yes, it was. Wait. Oh no, I've got it one way and I don't remember it's the wrong way. I think it's that... Ooh. It's either that mammal estrogen doesn't affect... Not mammal. Cow estrogen doesn't affect other mammals because it's unique, or it's that it does. And I know that that's the sum of human knowledge. It's that in these 2 books, this is all of human knowledge, and then the 2 books are everything they teach you in Harvard and everything they don't teach you at Harvard. But you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. You might not know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's either that it does in fact affect you, or it does not in fact affect you. And this is a piece of knowledge that you can have. For only $9.99 in my book. The Collective Knowledge of Humanity. And it just gives you a link to Google. That's pretty good. I think it's probably like the human body can only effectively use a certain percentage of it based on how much is there. It's probably exactly 0, because drinking it is not injecting it, and I think you would have to inject it. Or it would have to be in a certain form to be uptaken. Rather than just raw dog, it's estrogen. Injected directly into your blood! I think that might be how it works. Let me do some research. Let me just Google something real quick. Let me So you can... take pills. You can do that. So it's not that you can't uptake it at all through taking it. But then there are ways to inject it directly into your bloodstream. Group said a lot of words, and it ends with, the present data on men and children indicate that estrogens in milk were absorbed, and gonadotropin secretion was suppressed, followed by a decrease in testosterone. Holy shit. The milk decreases your testosterone. That's really funny. Wait, does that mean that the Nords are right? That actually, the Nords in Skyrim are not shit-talking you for actually drinking milk. They're shit-talking you because they think that you're a woman. That's so funny. That would only work if they didn't say it to female player characters as well as male ones. But that's very funny. That was in 2010. Ooh, okay. That's a fair amount out of what I would call up-to-date research now. Lulu cracked the code. I cracked the code a while ago. I am the Senate, after all. I'll say free thing. I just want a free thing. Why are there so many dead people here? Me when I walk into a graveyard. I love saying stupid shit like that. It's just... it feels right, you know? It feels like the correct thing to say at any given time. Why would I say anything else? Why would I say anything, chat? Why do you guys listen to the shit that I say? Sometimes I question shit. This is one of the things that I question. For me, what do you want in member streams? For me, what do you want in member streams? For me, what do you want in member streams? For me, what do you want in member streams? For me, what do you want in member streams? For me, what do you want in member streams? For me, what do you want in member streams? I was gonna continue the sentence, but I then decided it would be funnier. I agree with myself. That was funnier. That was much funnier. Lydia, have you tried doing that instead of saying anything meaningful ever again? That's a good idea. I might do that. I'm gonna get fucking irradiated by Green Man. Please, Green Man, don't irradiate. I have blast plate on that. Look, I can't get irradiated. Fuck you. Explode. They're only green from the radiation. They're just normal men. Normal, innocent men. Chat, please tell me you've seen the video of Hacker T-Dog claiming that he's a normal man. A normal, innocent man. I love Hacker T-Dog. Have no idea what member streams could be. Fuck. I will put Hacker T-Dog saying we're just men. We're just normal, innocent men in Discord. Chat, someone outside. I hear them. Almost as if outside is where people are, and inside is where Lulu is. That's crazy. I don't know how to recover from this knowledge. It's a shipyard. Nice. Master weapons. What do you sell me? Nothing. Nothing. Damn it. I love Hacker T-Dog. Didn't Hacker the Dog do something recently? Brain shuts down whenever you think about moment streams. No one has given me any suggestions yet. Not a single person. I don't know what people want. I'm open to any amount of suggestion. Good or bad. I will take bad suggestion over no suggestion. No, group, I'm open to the suggestion. Borga wasn't a suggestion. That was a meme. A jonk. A funny. That's why my chat's not funny. Don't lie to yourselves. Do this. Rat 24 hours. That might annihilate my watch time statistics, though. And YouTube might get upset with me. That would be the only concern I had with Rat. Because there's obvious stuff that you'll get, like a Discord role and channel. You'll get behind the scenes Lulu information. You'll get... Oh no. The only other thing I've thought of is gaming with Lulu. That we do Bloons co-op lobbies, or Stellaris games. Stuff like that. Because I'm not, chat, you heard me. I'm not like any qualified thing. So I couldn't go like, you'll get coaching sessions with Lulu for a video game, or you'll get a VOD review or anything like that. Yeah, Stellaris game fun. We'll do Stellaris definitely. But I want to do better than just play some games. If people are giving me money, they deserve a product at the end of it. Something unique. Shut up, fuel low. I know it's low. I'm gonna dock with this Korolov shipping. You're gonna shut up. Here we go. Oh, chat, the big thing's hunting me. Let's wait for it. Maybe, do you like, you know how you reviewed Genshin about Sculpture and stuff? I don't want to make unique content, like series or anything. I think it would be the example that I liked that I wouldn't do, but is the kind of amount of energy that I want to put into it, is that Brie at Cookie Box, my favorite VTuber that isn't me, does a book club. And that's the kind of thing that I think is really cool. That's true, VOD reviews are fun interactive content. Which could be fun, if there was a reason to. Where's this pirate ship? Actually, where is it? Apparently, I'm being hunted by a pirate ship. Where? Show me on the map where the pirate ship's hunting me. Please. Yeah, if there was a want to do VOD reviews or anything. Oh, it tried to fight Anton. That's really funny. I'm Imagine doing VOD reviews on a game you've never played. Well, the problem is, I'm quite good at that kind of thing. That Papa Lulu once, quite recently actually, said he was having issues with the skill tree in Horizon Zero Dawn. Not Zero Dawn, Forbidden West. And I said, would you like me to look over it and see what's wrong? I've never played that game. But I could immediately work out what was wrong, because I know how video games work. So if I'm reviewing an FPS game, I can go, your positioning is bad. If I'm reviewing a movement shooter, I can go, you're very stationary. If, you know, an MMO, I can go, oh, your cooldown management isn't fantastic. I can see that you've got extra mana. I can see that you know, stuff like that. So actually, I think that there could be a lot of value. That's a really funny idea, though. I like that idea. I might steal that. I say steal, you offered that. That's really funny. Chat, if you have any VODs of anything that you want to submit. Oh my god, chat, even better idea. We do meta VOD reviews. Where we review other streamers' streams. Where you submit streams that you've done. And I judge you for them. But we treat it like a proper competitive VOD review. So we go, oh, you misplayed on that one. And that joke didn't land as maybe as hard as it could have. You should have gone for this instead. And, oh, that's funny. That's a really good idea. So basically React content? No. The difference, right, is that I've been asked to do it. That someone said, Lulu, here is my VOD. Do this for me, please. And we treat it very analytically, like a VOD review. And we give suggestions and improvements, as opposed to God made. I love God made. Rent-free, completely rent-free in my head. Thank you, Jack Selms. Is that a big man? I can't tell. No, I'm gonna stay away from that. Oh yeah, it would have to be people that offered it up. And it wouldn't just be streams. It would be we do the whole shebang. We do VOD reviews for anything that you want to reviewed. And that would include, if you're a streamer, submit your stream. I will review it for you. And it will be quite critical. I'm not gonna be nice to people. I'm not nice to people when I'm trying to help them improve. Well, it's not that I'm not nice. It's that I'm very honest. And I will call out your dead air. I will call out what you're doing and how you managed a joke. And I will hold you to a very high standard. And it will be up to you to decide how much of it you want to take on board and how much of it you just go, yeah, that's fine. Because no one's perfect. If I've already my own streams, I would call myself out on that shit. It's got an inventory full of shit. What's it even full of? I actually don't know. I guess probably these. It's like 13, 14 tons. Oh well. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that idea. That's very funny. VOD reviewing myself, VOD reviewing myself, VOD reviewing myself. The Ouroboros of VTuber. That sounds like a new VTuber organization. I just shot everyone. How's Variants doing? They had their debuts yesterday, right? me go to YouTube. Let me see how their numbers are doing. Let's see. So... they already don't link their talents properly. That's great. So they debuted on 2.1, 5.9, 2.3, 2.5. That's pretty good. For a new VTuber organization. I will be watching them with interest. That is all. I think they paid a bunch of people though. Because I saw a bunch of streamers doing... what's it called? Doing joint watch-togethers of debuts. And I'm pretty sure that 100% of the time that's because they were paid to do it. I didn't go and check every single one, but... the one that I did check was paid. If Ouroboros becomes a VTubing agency, they should have a theme where they regularly graduate their tubers and have them start again! Group, you went to very different places. You went to Complete the Cycle, I went to Human Centipede. And I chose not to share that. But... I've now chosen to share that because I think it's funny. We have very different minds. How did you die? Those are very different things. Something about nature and nurture and how we grew up and all that junk. That goes in your brain. Where are the pirate ships? I feel like we should be dying to pirate ships by already. Already? Where are they? Chat, the game's just letting me make free money. I love the human mind. It's wonderful. I don't need this. I want these. I guess like 4 of these. I'm just slow. I don't like being slow. Drink. Oh my god, chat, I just realized I've been sat on top of my health bar this entire time. This whole stream, you haven't been able to see my health bar. Because I'm in the way. It's fine, you don't need to see it. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna be a surprise when I die, if I die. I don't die, I'm too much of a gamer. Professional streamer, coming up on a year, by the way. A full 12 months. That's fucking insane. I'm still not... It's still not real, chat. It's still not real that I've been doing this for a year. It's just, like, something I do now. Finally, enemies decided to show up. Not scary ones, but enemies. It's like how streaming isn't real yet. The fact that I have a little community and we hang out and we talk shit and I can have members now. I'm just... Oh, chat, by the way, the only thing stopping me from having memberships right now is knowing what the perks are and having membership badges done. That's it. I could open memberships today. Isn't that insane? No, you can't come with me. I'm sorry. That's all that done. It's a lot of money. I think this is the first channel where you're part of the early days that actually kept going. I'm just better. I'm just built different. Skill issue, honestly. People give up. Why do people give up? They shouldn't. Fucking love this song. It has autoplayed. I fucking love this song. What's Anton Nassar doing here? He nearly killed me. Anton, I need you to not kill me. That'd be very nice. Great thing about this game, by the way, I can just autopilot places. I say autopilot, it just speeds up the game. And because you're in space, you don't lose momentum. And I can like tab out and fix my OBS and stuff. And that's fine. I just have that ability. Fucking fuel low. I have very distinct memories of this game. Back when Papa Lulu was in a band. Papa Lulu was in a band for a while, by the way. I'm never gonna let him live that down. It was not a very good band. I don't know why he was in it. He clearly didn't want to be in the band. He didn't like the singer. He didn't like the guitarist. And there were only 3 people. He didn't like the music that they were performing. I don't know why the fuck he did it. But Papa Lulu was in fact in this band. And he used to take me with him to practice. Because apparently you can't leave children alone at home. I don't know. This was back in the days before he decided he didn't love me, so you can see why that happened. But I distinctly remember for a few of these sessions sitting there in the corner of the room for like multiple hours listening to them practice like Billy Joel and Michael Bublé and what else did they do? I can remember exactly 2. And it was those 2. Before he decided he didn't love me. It's a crazy line. You know what I mean. I'm pretty sure he does love me, by the way. I wouldn't put up with him if he didn't. But it was before the point at which he decided that the love he had was lower than the shit he had to give. Which is very funny. What are we selling? Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I distinctly remember sitting there, listening to them practice and playing this specific game. This right here. And those are good memories. Even if they come from a time that was, a little spicy. I think it's good to find the good parts of your spicy memories. Because they're there. Not everything that you've been through is bad, if you have bad childhood. There is good shit there. Just it might be, a little fewer and further between than you maybe wanted it to be. Like playing Shovel Knight on the bus. Distinctly, when I was playing Shovel Knight for the first time, I would play exclusively on the bus. To school. And that was a good time. I love Shovel Knight. I think Shovel Knight might be one of those games that actually anyone can play, and everyone should play. I mean, it's objectively one of the best platformers ever made. It's easily overshadowed, but, as Scoop has just so eloquently said, the contrast makes the good times even more worth remembering. It's a good point. I never thought of it like that, but yeah. That even though there were so many bad times, you have some great times. Obviously, you've got to be in a place where you feel okay remembering that, right? You've got to be able to address the actual problems and get over them first. And if you're still dealing with the repercussions of it, or maybe even still forming new memories around that, then maybe that's not the time. But even then, I think it's important to remember that there are still good things. That you are never in a situation where everything is bad. There are good things. Even if those good things are... you have an eating disorder, but at least you lost weight. Whoa. I've definitely not been in that situation before. That's a lie, by the way, chat. I have been in that situation before. That pirate ship just healed to full while I was shooting it. That's unfair. I hate you, game. Can't believe this. Give me this. Thank you. Healing. I'm a Genji. Give me healing. Thank you. Don't sell those. I actually probably should end stream because we're coming up on 10 PM. Damn. I ran out, I didn't sell them. Okay. I said a moment. Did I sell my missiles? No, I ran out of the good ones. I'm pressing a button. It's bedtime, chat. You should bed yourself. It's a good idea. You should make dinner, you should drink, you should... brain put yourself together. Do all the things that bring you joy. And then sleep. You should bed yourself now. God, you're right for me. You're so right. Chat. It's time to say the funnies. Don't let the bed bite. Correct. You know what that means? It means I'm gonna thank everybody for coming. The bed hungers. It does. I'm hungry too. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I have food. I just need to work out what I'm gonna put in my body. Anyway, thank everybody for coming. I said that one. Thank everybody for watching. That's a good one. And I'm gonna thank everybody for enjoying. Because I know you all did. I don't know what days we're streaming next week. I think I'm gonna be a little conservative. I think we might definitely call Thursday. And maybe skip the Wednesday. I don't know what we're playing or when we're playing it. But we will. Eat everything. I would die. There is more food in my house than I weigh. I would die. My stomach would rip. And you would not get streams next week because I would have to go to the hospital and not get sepsis. Yeah, maybe we take it easy next week so that we can have a big week the week after. Digest faster. You're right. You're completely right. Damn. Chat. I gotta find BGM. Fuck. What's BGM? What's BGM, chat? What's BGM? I know what BGM is. I know what it is. I need to put all these on buttons. I'm stupid. Anyway. Good night, chat. Go to bed. YouTube, I swear to fucking God. Thank you. Play my chat out. Let them have a good night. I love you guys. You guys are great. Chat, go tell people that you love them. Do that right now. I don't know who it is, but do it. Now. It's an order.